You're watching 5 Talk Street. I'm your host, Vince Sims. Network of Community Ministries, better known as Network, has been serving individuals and families over 40 years with basic needs of assistance, mobile food pantries, stabilization programs, mental health services, and a very successful program for seniors. Here to tell us more about their programs are Celeste Sneeze. She is the president and CEO of Network of Community Ministries, and Jane Kovacs. She is the seniors coordinator for Network of Community Ministries. I want to thank you both so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's start off first of all talking about your senior living program and who's eligible for this.
So Network, it's not a senior living program. We offer senior services. And so seniors 65 and older are eligible for our services. We offer a handyman program where volunteers go out and do work in the homes of our seniors. We also have senior home delivery for groceries for those who are unable to come out into our pantry to shop for themselves. We have companion calls. And what else, Jane? Am I missing anything? I think that's it for now.
A lot of great services, and it's important to do all of this for our seniors.
Yes.
Jane, what kind of success have you seen with the program?
We have seen so much success with this program. As Celeste said, that seniors can come to us for food, clothing. We can do help with utility bills. We have home delivery for those seniors who are not able to come and shop in the pantry or are disabled. And right now we're delivering to about 50 seniors twice a month. So we actually need more drivers to make sure that folks are getting their groceries. We also do companion calls. So I have some volunteers that come in and we call seniors who are mostly homebound or need to talk to someone. This is a real problem. As people age, they become more isolated and it's harder to make new friends, to meet people in the community. So we have a team that calls folks just to see how you're doing and if there's anything that they need. So with that, we've also started a Senior Thursday program that has grown by leaps and bounds. When I first started, we had 4 people coming, and now we have about 80 that are coming every week. So with that, we start out with a continental breakfast. We do chair exercises. We either have an educational program or entertainment, and then we provide a hot lunch, which is provided by church or local organizations within the community. So folks have a hot nutritional lunch every Thursday. This also gives people a chance to meet new friends. So I have folks that are now riding together. They do things on the weekends together. And this is open to anybody in the community. You don't have to be a member of Network to participate in this program.
You know, you're doing a lot with the socialization and helping them out in that aspect, but there's some physical help that's done well through this handyman program.
Yes, that's true. That also has grown. That as people age, it becomes harder and harder to get things done around the home. And people who are, I'd say in their 80s, they don't need to be up on a ladder trying to make sure that the house, the paint isn't peeling, or that there's limbs not extending over in the alleys. So I have a group of guys who will volunteer to go out and to do the work for them. We can also do, if you need like grab bars put up inside the home, or if you've got leaking faucets, you know, it becomes a point where, do I pay for groceries or do I pay to have my house updated? That's not a hard decision to make.
Well, you know, there may be a man or a woman out there that's handy and can do some work. Celeste, how do they go about, helping out with the handyman program?
Sure, they can go onto our website at www.thenetwork.org, or they can call our line at 972-234-8880, and that's extension 105. That's Jane's number.
Okay, all right, they can get you direct. And real quick, because I know that we're talking about the senior program, senior services, but you have some other things too, and that needs funding, and right?
Of course. So in addition to our senior programming, we have mental health programming. We have our food pantry, and so we take food donations as well as monetary donations. And we always need volunteers for the services that we provide. We have a clothing closet. Around the holidays, we have Toyland. There's just so many amazing things that are happening at Network that we could always use additional funding and volunteers for.
Awesome. Well, we hope those volunteers come and they help you out with all the programs. Jane, Celeste, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And you know, there are so many wonderful programs offered by Network, and if you're interested in any of them, especially that handyman program, just visit them at thenetwork.org.